Well, James, it's good to see y'all. Beyond the Fairway, we in here. Is this our last episode ever? I don't know. It might be. It might be.
Got a contract yet,
it will.
Doug.
And if I'm going out, like we said before we came up on here, I'm going out swinging. James Hahn is in here, stepping outside his normal golf swag to come in here and join us. James, we appreciate you jumping in here, brother.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me.
Before Jay, all the formalities. Good to see you.
Yeah, we gotta
hey, I got to understand. So I was a little jealous. I get a Doug calls me slurring a lot.
Those are the best types of phone calls, aren't they?
He calls me slurring a lot. You know, he can't really enunciate his words. I don't know what exactly he's saying. I had to. It's sometimes I need the bouncing ball.
Did you just mispronounce enunciate?
I said enunciate.
I said saying.
So sometimes I need to bounce a ball when he talks. You know, I don't know what the he's saying. But he told me, I made out that he was out having some adult beverages with you. And I was jealous.
It's not.
So what happened that night? Any stuff you guys want to share? I mean, anything? I mean, what happened?
I mean, food was good. The company was good. The drinks were good. What were we? We were raising money for the First Tee of Phoenix.
First Tee of Phoenix,
So, it's for a good cause.
20-year celebration, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And it was
Saw
open
Bob
bar.
Parson there. Shook hands.
Open bar for
everything.
kids. I love this type of event.
Open bar for kids.
Yeah.
Hold on, did you just Parsons drop? Hold on, James.
Yeah, it
Wait a minute.
did. He dropped a lot of money. Got to at least commend the guy for showing up for an event like that. Let's be honest, right? For a guy like that.
Okay, well let's put something out. Let's tell a quick story, James.
Okay.
And then we have to talk about Parsons because I got to understand some stuff. So we're at this fundraiser for the First Tee of Phoenix. Shout out to Robbie Petty and all the Thunderbirds and the guys that came out, etc. So Bob and Miss Parsons are there.
You can tell the story.
No, I have to tell this story because
I think I know where you're going.
I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
So there's a PXG experience that they're giving away, or auctioning off. You know how you get up there and somebody spends a bunch of money for some stupid shit, and
you get brand new PXG golf clubs. You go out there with the Foursome at Scottsdale National, course, the whole night.
So basically, you get a membership of the day, fitted for new PXG clubs. You're gonna get them the next day and play out at Bob's spot. That's a dope gift. They started the bidding at like 20 G's. Okay, the bidding got up to 50, 60 G's.
Yeah.
And then there was this guy in the back that came over and said, James, I'll give you 150,000.
That sounds just like him too.
Boom, baby. So get this. And shout out to Bob for giving the money. And he and Renee are they're very philanthropic. Yes. But Bob bought a PXG giveaway at his own golf course. So it's like, damn, Bob, you really don't want none of us out there, do you? Like what the? You paid $150,000.
$150 just so strangers won't show up at his golf course. Like I don't know any of these guys. I'm gonna pay $150. Just don't show up. Take the golf club. Just don't come to my golf club.
Most gangster shit I've ever seen in my life. The funny thing is, me and James were sitting next to each other or standing next to each other at the bar, and we looked at each other like, "Did he just do that?"
So did everybody in the room pick up on that, or they just like they didn't get it?
They saw
$150,000. They saw $150,000. They saw $150,000.
Good job. Yeah, they're like good. You know, gave some props for doing that. But we all know exactly why he paid $150,000. Right?
Now, how's your relationship with PXG, sir?
Man, can we get to talking about the Ryder Cup? I mean, it's good. They're a Scottsdale company. You know, I've been with them for 5 years. Have nothing but the most respect for them. Giving you the PR answer. You know, great golf clubs. You know, Bob's doing a lot of good work. He doesn't care about spending money. So whatever you're getting the highest quality. It's just, you know, I had to go my own way and start messing around with other club companies. There's a lot of good golf manufacturers out there making good stuff right now. So for me to at least not venture out and try different stuff, I thought was something that I wanted to do this late in my career, and it turned out pretty good.
Cap, I know you trying other stuff. That's what all tour players try stuff behind the back.
I'm just like you guys, man. I see John Rahm playing well, and I'm like, ooh, what kind of driver is he playing? Okay, I need to get that one. And then the very next week, it's like Collin Morikawa's playing the TaylorMade stuff. I was like, oh. Let me call my guy from TaylorMade and check out his 3-wood.
How often do people mix y'all up? No, I want to know before that. I want to know how often people mix you and Collin Morikawa up. Like, have you ever been like?
I tell the story a couple times. I was just last year. I was in Houston, right? And me and Zach Johnson are walking from the putting green to the driving range, and I see this kid. He's just like, "Oh, there's Zach Johnson. Oh, captain of the Ryder Cup team." And then he goes, "Oh," and he's just staring me down. He goes, Collin Morikawa, and I'm just like, what?
Hold on, hey Jay.
And I told that to Zach, and then we just started laughing.
I got one worse, Jay. This was at Scottsdale National.
WM Phoenix Open. That's TPC, but that's TPC, not Scottsdale National.
Okay, WM.
I'm helping you out.
I appreciate it. Damn, you ruining my mood.
Yeah, okay.
So anyway, here at WM, 2 years ago. We was out there, you were there, and we're on the range, and I don't know who they were, a group of kids / adult, they should know better. And the father was trying to act as if he knew his golf. And guess what? He said, I think on the green was, I think Zach Johnson was there. I think Harold Varner was there. And he said, there's one fella I haven't seen in a while. And I'm like, who's he talking about? He said, Anthony Kim.
Who was he pointing at?
Oh, you! Anthony Kim. I lost it. I was like,
man.
I like this man, Anthony Kim now. So I haven't heard that one. So
man. I get everything.
Yeah, Collin Morikawa, but Anthony Kim.
Do you ever just get James Hahn? I mean, goddamn.
Well, I mean, sometimes I do. I mean, occasionally. I'm not that big. If there's one thing, they're like, "Hey, that's that guy. I know you from somewhere. That's that guy," and I'm like, Yeah, I've won been fortunate enough to win twice on the PGA Tour. I've won LA, Quail Hollow, right? And they're like, yeah, I play on tour. No. It's like, you're that guy that did the dance. You're the dancing. And I'm like, oh man, that was like 10 years ago. I was like, one time, right? And they're like, oh no, and they keep showing the replay every year. So like, oh no, you did it last year. And I'm like, nah, that's when I was 30, and I'm a lot older now. I don't do those dances. These hips don't move that well. But.
I feel like that was 2016 when you got caught doing this.
That was so Anthony
it was
Kim.
A long time ago. Yeah. Right.
Hey, so all right, you just mentioned a video that kept playing. I want to catch the video of this Ryder Cup thing. I don't know exactly what happened. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably one of the few people in America that didn't watch the Ryder Cup this year. We'll
just be honest for no reason. Like
I do. I had my Panthers.
Has to know.
I had my Panthers playing. No, I had people have to know. I had my Panthers playing. I think Colorado was playing. That's all that stuff was important to me. Deion Prime,
Coach Prime, baby.
Yeah, Coach Prime. Coach Prime. Hey, you ever seen that? Coach Prime can't control his fingers. Next time, his fingers.
He got Chris Rock fingers. No, I never noticed it.
He like, I'm Prime, baby. I'm Prime.
Yeah.
He only got 7 toes, so
He's like, I stick my middle finger if I can just.
Hey, for those that are going to listen to the audio version of this, as Kobe cues it up, we're going to throw a little sample of kind of the scene there at the Ryder Cup between Joe LaCava and Rory McIlroy, because from what I recall, James, it seems that Joey was a little aggressive on the bag. I don't know how you can get aggressive and confident when you carrying Patrick Cantlay's bag, because let me tell you something. He's got DeWalt on his bag as a sponsor. Nothing about Patrick Cantlay says he uses power tools. Not a damn thing. You cannot tell me that is a good partnership. Like Easy Go, I get that for you, James. Like that's a great partnership. It's your personality. But who believes that Patrick Cantlay is using damn power tools?
Before we get to the clip, before we get to the clip, what's the thing with Patrick Cantlay not wearing a hat? I missed that too.
That's just. I mean, there's a lot of rumors going around. I mean, there's a reporter that said it was because of he wanted to get paid. There was another rumor saying that he was getting married, I think today, so he didn't want to get a tan line, right? And so I don't know. I don't know what it is. I mean, he really just said
I think the hat just fit him poorly. I think the hat fit him poorly. Like it was not a good looking hat on him. Like honestly, like Will, you know what that's like. Having a hat that don't fit correctly.
I'm trying to hide a hairline, but if it's for my country, I would.
He's got a good
if it's for your country.
Right. But then a lot of those guys in the singles matches didn't wear a hat in support of Patrick Cantlay. So I don't know what exactly.
Why would I not wear it? Yeah,
why wouldn't you express what the whole purpose was, not just let these rumors kind of take over?
Yeah. So who's lying? Is the media lying? I think Patrick Cantlay's lying about the hat.
I believe he want to get paid. I believe he want to get paid for it. Yeah.
But you know you're not gonna get paid for the Ryder Cup. Like you're going in, everything is comp. It's like the best club you can go to, the Ryder Cup. You get to play golf, stay for free, eat for free, drink, and if you win, you get to turn the hell up. That's
that's Tuesday for a lot of these guys, so that don't mean nothing.
Yeah, that's fair. Kobe, go ahead and run that clip.
Roll that bean footage.
I think that's trademark.
All right, who we got here?
All right.
Joe LaCava.
Joe on the bottom right of the screen.
Why is he twirling his hat like that?
Because they were chanting something about Patrick Cantley's hat, giving him a hard time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now they're going
Rory coming in the screen.
But look at Rory, and then Joe's like in his through line, but Joe's like right there, Joe. Like
Joe wasn't there. That bro. Roy literally stopped.
Roy's going through his pre-shot routine. I'm going through, and then look at him chirp, and look, that's not even your player, Joe. Why are you Why are you following Roy?
Right there, that's what happened right there.
And then he hit him with the hand throw.
Right.
Oh, and
I love Roy.
You gotta bleep those out, right?
No, we don't let those fly. This is Beyond the Fairway. This ain't ESPN.
I love Roy.
I love this right here. Look at him staring him down.
Look at Cantley.
There you go. That's a UFC fight right there. I've seen that look before, just before they get in the ring, a UFC match.
Hey, where's Joe? Joe LaCava from the Bronx, right?
And that's my cousin right there.
Yes, Shane and Will Lowery. Is that Todd Lewis? Like, who is that? Who are these people? Why is Todd Lewis in the middle?
He can't understand what Shane Lowry's saying because he's like,
that's gonna be the new logo for PGA memes or some shit right there.
Hey, but I say this after seeing that, I don't know. I think Roy McIlroy wanted some smoke because he wasn't all the way in his line. He wasn't all the way in his line. He just wanted him to stop.
Yes.
It was like, what'd you say? I need you to stop, bro. No, good. Well, you ain't.
But if he just kept walking, take 2 more steps,
he'd been good.
And Joe turns the other way, then we wouldn't be talking about it.
Roy wanted that smoke.
Yes,
that's what it was. I ain't mad at him.
He knew he had to make. I think he had to make the putt to tie the match. I'm not sure if it was to tie or to.
He probably needed Joe to stop. Like, I need you to stop that foolishness. So. So I just gotta figure out a way to stop it. So
and the putt was to tie, and he missed it.
And if he made it, we wouldn't be talking about this, right? He wouldn't have gotten mad in the car park. He would have riled up the crowd. It would have been a totally different story too. So
did you just say car park?
What the hell is a car park?
I know what you said. They call it a car park. We call it a parking lot. Hey, look. Hey, Jay, that's valet. That's valet drop off. First, that's not even a parking lot. There's an awning above them. You can see the shadow.
Man.
Hey, you know what?
I'm trying to listen to Rich Lerner right here. It's not really working out for I need more heavyweight championship of the world right there.
Lip readers.
I tell you this, I appreciate the feistiness. I appreciate the back and forth. That's what Ryder Cup needs. That's what golf needs. And just like a Lowery, we always tried to fuse the situation. Shane, cousin.
I thought you were trying to put some seasoning on it, like the salt.
Hilarious.
But if honestly, if we weren't talking about that on a Saturday, Sunday would have been kind of boring to watch. It would have been a blowout, right? And so they needed something like that. It might have been staged, who knows? But at this point, they needed some kind of a spark in order for people to tune in to watch the Sunday singles. Otherwise, we'd be watching footballs and watching the Raiders lose again. So
facts.
So let's real quick though, James. Let's talk a little bit about the Ryder Cup because there were some moments though during this Cup that I was surprised. One moment after he got his ass kicked, boy was in tears. I feel like this is the and then we saw Zach in tears post round, Luke Donald in tears. For the players or the people that listen and don't actually understand, what is it about the Ryder Cup that kind of grabs these heartstrings?
I would say it's it happens once every 2 years. It's a lot of pressure, every shot, every putt, right? You're just trying to beat the other guy. It's literally head on head. It's a match play situation. And so there's so much pressure at the end, during the whole day, that at the end of the day, we've all had times when you just let everything out, let all your emotions out. And sometimes it's laughing, sometimes it's crying, And so That it's unfortunate that he got beat that bad. I forgot what did he lose, like 9-7 or something like that.
It was embarrassing enough. I know that
it was bad. And so
it was
in
9-7.
Kind of
Yes.
9-7. So at that point you're like, yeah. I mean, it's a little humbling, humiliating, and then you just let all your emotions out, and that I'm sure he didn't want that particular scene to be, on TV.
So essentially what you're saying, we would have won if Keegan Bradley was on the team.
Absolutely. So I mean, we're talking about Keegan, Dustin Johnson, Bryson. Ooh. I mean, what?
Hold on, whoa.
Can we say their names on the show?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, Dustin, right?
We're a golf podcast. Yes,
this is but we are a golf podcast. I mean, it's funny.
Seriously, Zach took, and granted, everybody loves him. He's the people's champ, but Ricky Fowler, he didn't win a point this week, right?
He didn't.
Let's go.
Yeah, there we go. I love
reverse
so
leaderboard.
So that's the good old boy club. So that good old boy club
right?
is real.
Hold on, but we're gonna talk. Let's pause that, Will, because I do want to actually have a real conversation with Mr. Hahn about that. But when we look at the board, Brooks, whatever, you won, you lost, and you tied. Yay. You look at Brian Harman was, I know he was a shoe-in with the Open Championship win. Mm-hmm. I think he held his own. I guess he held his own. Max Homa was the superstar for our team. But when it comes to the politics, then the SBK, it might have to be disbanded. I love everybody in there. I think Smiley Kaufman played the best over the weekend. Let's just be honest.
I mean, Smiley got the same amount of points as Ricky. As Ricky. Right? So,
yeah.
I mean, hell, I got the same amount. Did y'all hear that? Sorry. I meant to say that under my breath.
No, you good. You good.
I mean, it's like, you look at this board, right? And Ricky, Collin, Jordan, and Justin. You take those guys. Sam Burns, I think, was a pick. He got 1 point. I mean, could we have done better? So here's the thing. Is that if we would have taken Keegan, Dustin, Bryson, if you took anybody else, right, you would have had the whole world, the sports media, the laying up of the world just trashing them. I knew we shouldn't have taken.
Did you just podcast drop on our show?
Hey, wait a minute. Leave it out.
Dude,
did you have this
flag on the play?
And I apologize, guys.
It's okay.
It's all right.
We on our way.
But you have all these other guys, right? Like
we don't lay up either.
Talking crap about we should have taken a different team, right? And so let's just be fair. This is the team that we took. Let's criticize them. Let's just tell our honest opinions about them. They played like shit.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
It is what it is, right?
Would you have the first substitute?
Where do you have a screwdriver?
Is that a DeWalt? That's a DeWalt.
No, it's green. and Tahoe got a hold of it. Look at his chewed up.
My dog got a hold of it. If first substitute would have been for Ricky Fowler for Keegan Bradley, or would have been let's say Justin Thomas for Keegan Bradley.
Ricky, I mean, what's his Ryder Cup record? Colby, can we bring that up? What's his Ryder Cup record?
Don't talk to my record. No, he's talking about his overall Ryder Cup.
Overall.
We got it. That's gonna take some time.
And here's the thing. Here's another thing. He was picking players off of camaraderie.
Right.
This is my best friend. So Smiley almost had a better chance of getting in the Ryder Cup than Dustin Johnson because
Cam Young.
They were what is that? Spring break.
SBK. Spring break
SBK.
Boys.
And so what did Justin and Jordan finish?
Jordan didn't do nothing.
Well, what did they do as a team? Because they were supposed to be SBK.
They lost twice.
Ricky Fowler's overall Ryder Cup record is 3-7-5.
3-7-5. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm not good with numbers. Is that good or bad?
He's won 3, lost 7, tied 5. Right. So
would you want him on your next Ryder Cup team? Would you want him on the next President's Cup team based off of his record? So why are we picking him? Because he's got luxurious hair, and he does.
Right. First of all, he's got a luxurious personality. This is one of the better guys. Ricky's dope. But you said some inflammatory shit just now. We'll have to rewind it because you wanted a potential as a PGA staying tour member, you're saying that you would have liked to see Brooks, Bryson, Dustin, and James Hahn on this Ryder Cup team.
I would be driving their cart. I'd be the guy that's what's that doing with my hat. I'm that guy. I'm the hype man.
That's it.
But I mean, let's be honest, right? I think John Rahm even alluded to it. He says we have some of the world's top players here, knowing that not all the top players in the world are there. Primarily Americans, right? If you're being honest, right? What happened between now and a year ago or 2 years ago to where Dustin just kind of fell off and is not good enough anymore. He's by far the most talented ball striker I've ever seen in my life.
Dustin Johnson?
Yeah. Not even
your
close.
whole life, bro.
Better than Tiger. Come on, man. You just said you said the whole.
Your
you've
whole
seen Tiger.
life, man.
Yeah,
look
at him moonwalk. Yeah, your
whole
life.
All lives matter now.
Okay. Okay, playing currently. Got it.
Playing currently, right? And I think a lot of the Ryder Cup team members would probably say the same thing, right? Because here's the thing, is that when supposedly Zach asked the other Ryder Cup members if Brooks should be on the team, and they all said yes, like unanimous, right?
Really?
And Brooks and Bryson and DJ are all on the same level. You cannot prove me wrong on that. They're all on the same level. So,
but Dustin didn't win a major this year.
Dustin did not this year.
This year.
But look at this. I bet you if Tiger was healthy, they'd take Tiger.
Right.
And when's the last time he won a major?
And Tiger would limp his
2019 Masters.
There you go.
So
I don't think that really matters. It's just you pick the guys that are trending, that are playing the best. I mean, if you're really playing for country, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they weren't playing for country; they're playing for the PGA Tour. So,
well, you talk about playing for country, and now or tour, and now we have a picture with Ricky Fowler, Max Homa, Sam Burns, Brooks Koepka, and Xander Schauffele, all wearing Smash tees, which is the team that Brooks Koepka plays for. There on the Live League. And Brooks is not in the team shirt, which I found interesting. Brooks's caption on this picture read, "I make money moves." All he said, didn't say anything else. James Hahn, what does this picture mean or say to you?
Playing chess, not checkers, man. Look at that. He's got a one up on everyone. That's just he's playing mind games, man. Look, he's 2 steps ahead of everybody else. He's got Max Homa in a smash shirt, and Max was smashing the Live League a year ago.
True. He's letting everybody know.
He's got Xander and Ricky booking in the fingers. Look at this.
He is letting everybody know the reason why he walked with a limp. With this picture right here. Yes. Right there. Because
that's
the reason why I walked with a limp.
Man.
That's a boss move right there, bro. I love it.
You know what it kind of looks like? The idea just popped in my head. It looks like basically Brooks is the team captain, right? And those would be the players. So essentially, like Brooks is like the Mark Cuban of the Smash, and you're like, yo, like this is my squad.
So Jay, let me ask you a question.
A lot for me.
I love it. So Jay, with the Smash t-shirts, etc., where is the players on the PGA Tour standing with this whole Live thing now?
No, where are you?
Where am I?
Let's start with you. Yeah. What do you,
I don't know. Where do you want to start? I mean, we're in this kind of like this structure where we're kind of merging, but we don't know if it's actually happening because of the DOJ and all these antitrust lawsuits. And where am I? I feel like Live is good for golf. We're talking more about golf and Live and the PGA and players, and there's like this rivalry, right? So you look at football, right? And I'm a Raider fan, and I hate the Chiefs. I hate a lot of teams, and it's okay to hate teams. Like it's natural.
It's supposed to happen.
Like if you got hate in your heart,
let it out.
Yeah, if you grew up in the 90s, right, and you were a 49er fan, you hated the Cowboys. And if you were the Cowboys fan, you hated the Niners. Like it's okay. That's sport, right? But before Live, right? Like, I don't know if you guys agree with me on this one, but before Live, it was like, oh, I really love Ricky Fowler, but if Jordan Spieth wins, oh, I would love that too. And if Justin Thomas wins, oh yes, he's just such a good kid. I love everyone, and it's like nobody hated anybody else, right? So now you have Live.
That sounds like our podcast, the first 2-3 episodes.
Right. And then, but now you have Live, right? And it's like, man, I hate Bryson. Oh, I hate DJ, right?
Yeah.
And if you're a Live fan, you're like, man, I hate Rory. I hate, Justin Thomas, right? All these, and so now you got like these true, real feelings that come out. And then what happens when we get our 4 Super Bowls out of the year, right? We got the Masters, the U.S. Open, the PGA Championship, the Open Championship, and they all play against each other, bro.
That was it.
Fireworks.
That was
TV.
Fireworks, that was good TV.
Right?
TV.
I love it. So, you got Patrick Reed playing against Jordan Spieth, and it does not matter what they shoot or like where they rank in the golf tournament. You just want them to beat each other, right? When Phil Mickelson played against Jordan Spieth in the final round of the Masters, y'all remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that?
I do.
And so Jordan had a 1-up lead going into 18. Jordan bogeyed, Phil birdied, flipped it on him, and Phil was celebrating like he just won the Masters, right? Granted, what did he finish? Like top 5, maybe second? Did he finish second?
I think he was third.
Second, but he was like third.
Yeah,
but he was celebrating because he knew what that meant. He's like, man, it was Live versus PGA, and that's what is so good about sport now. Like this game. It's like, let's just be real. Like this.
That's some old ABA. It's some old ABA NBA shit. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. This is your 11th season on the PGA Tour. The last 3 years, you ain't seen no shit like you've seen the previous 8.
No.
So when the whole Live stuff came, and like, did you have like how did I felt like Live and the PIF were like these thieves in the night that kind of were like slithering like not. I say slither. That's not what I mean to say because I ain't got no beef on either side. If Live came at me and wanted to broadcast, hey man, let's throw these numbers up and let's talk about it.
Right.
But me too.
How was it being a player where there's so much ambiguity and there's so much like almost PGA Tour patriotism being displayed and you're in the middle of this random ass tornado? Like, what's that experience like? And the money.
It's a very unique feeling, right? And so this is how I relate to it, right? Just like the emotions, right? And so I went to my daughter's basketball game on Saturday, right? And so we have certain girls on our team that are really good and certain girls on our team that are really bad, right? And so imagine like you're yelling at one of the girls, like, pass the ball. Like you always like
Will in the place.
You always shoot, like pass the ball. And like you're yelling at someone's daughter and their dad is sitting right next to you. Right. And it's like, like really? So now you have, so this is how I relate to Live is like, I related to Live where like you're talking bad about a sports league, right? The Live League. And there's this narrative of like blood money. If you go, you're selfish, you're greedy, you don't care about your legacy. Like they basically just threw the whole kitchen sink at the Live League to have people not go to Live League, right? But the person that you're playing with in your group, the person that you're breaking bread with during lunch had already signed his paper to go to Live. So now you're like, man, the people that leave the Live are selfish and greedy. I can't believe it. And they're like, they offered me like $200 million. Like, what? Right now you're like, oh, that's cool, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, get your money, man. That's awesome. And then you turn around and you say, oh, Live, like, how could they do this to the PGA Tour? So it's like, it's a raw, it's such a crazy emotion that some of these people, some of their best friends, we're talking about the top players, some of their best friends left to the Live League and support them, but yet they come out on these interviews and these articles and
throwing gang signs up, like absolutely. Yeah.
And it's like, wait, do you support them or do you not support them, right? Because if you support them, you would support them. Like, you know what, hey, good on them for getting their money and for starting this new venture, this new chapter in their lives. And so it's gotten so toxic now that you really just have to pick one or the other. And I think a lot of these guys are going to their grave with the narrative that they've been taught.
So you feel that's tearing the game apart a little bit?
I think it was, but now it's growing in game.
It's all good now.
It's all good now.
It's all good just a week ago.
What about you? What about you in the whole live situation? I feel like after live became a thing, were there like other players that were kind of like, man, I should have made the jump? Like, did everybody have a chance to jump, or did only certain people have a chance to jump?
Bro, and I love this guy. I love these two names that I'll bring up, and I love them. I as soon as they left, I sent them a text support. I was like, man, happy for you and your family, you know. But Honor Bond and Cameron Tringali, right? Mm-hmm. So now you're talking about like, you know, Rory saying like, oh, we should be compensated for our loyalty, right? And then you have guys like Chesson Hadley saying like, well, I want to be paid. I want to be paid for my loyalty, and everyone's giving him, you know, throwing him under the bus, saying, you know, Chesson, like, come on, man, like, they weren't gonna take you. And he goes, hey, they took Honor Bond. They took Cameron, right? Rory, they didn't even give you an offer. Like what? They were looking for people of my skin color, right? They were looking for an all Asian team. The last time I checked, man, Rory ain't Asian. He ain't got no Asian big man anymore, right? No. And so they were
Asians in Northern Ireland.
That kid wouldn't confuse Roy McIlroy with Anthony Kim. No way.
Yeah, right. And so that's the thing is like they were looking for, you know, countries, like people with ethnicities to have a certain team. So that way when they go to Australia, like how much of a coincidence is it that they have an all Australian team?
Yeah, right? Cam Smith and
English team and like
I forgot the dude's name.
Spanish speaking teams, right? And like just they were looking for that, right? And so if you
Mark
get a bunch of
that's his name.
Mark Hayes.
I couldn't think of his name.
Good guy. So that's kind of where I stand on live. I don't mind it. It's good for golf.
My thing is I'm like Trump on live. There's good people on both sides.
What'd you say?
I said I'm like Trump when it came to Charlottesville. He's like, there's good people on both sides. You know, PGA Tour and live. Like
what? So has anybody made up with Phil Mickelson yet? Like, all right, Phil, we know you went off the deep end for a little bit, but this money that is coming into the PGA Tour now is pretty much because of your bad decision making when talking too much. Has anybody wrote that letter to live? Like, I mean, has anybody wrote that letter to Phil? Like, thank you, man. I mean, some bullshit, but thank you, man.
Right. No, I mean, I think I had a brief conversation with him through social media, and I thanked him for everything that he did for us. I mean, if it wasn't for not only Phil, right? If it wasn't for Phil, DJ, Bryson, Brooks, all these guys leaving.
No, Brooks left late.
We wouldn't have done. He left late, but
Brooks was kind of like this.
Part of it.
I got him.
Hey,
you got an extra spot on that G.
Hey, what y'all doing over there?
Okay, I'll take it.
Hey, but Chase, they took Chase early, and that was already foreshadowing.
Man, we
already knew that was coming.
What's up, brother? We made it. Let's go.
They chasing Hadley Chase.
Yeah.
I think Jenna was the most happy because Jenna's like, oh, let me get this Chanel, let me get this Burt. No, I'm just fucking with you. Brooks is a friend, so I can say that.
But honestly, I'm happy for how everything turned out for those guys. You know, they're on the Live League and they're getting paid, but they're also playing golf and doing what they love to do. And you know, you guys can defend me on it, you can criticize me on it, but they're actually growing the game, right? And so that was one of the things that they were, how are they growing the game? They're growing the game, right?
Eyeballs on it.
I love the fact that that we have moved forward from the PGA Tour having that stance of being the beacon of morality, like that. I think that's where it kind of, because I was at a moral question of myself. It's like, damn, I mean, I don't support Taliban, but damn. Like,
but that's what white people do, though. Like, real talk, Will. White people will damn a whole country for the bad decisions of 2 or 3 motherfuckers.
Right.
Like, come on now. Come on, I'm just saying. Okay. 8, 9, 10 people fuck some shit up, and now the whole country's like, hey, don't fuck with Saudi because you don't know what they gonna do over there. It was 10 months. Let me tell you something. You come to my block, you'll have the same attitude for the whole county.
I don't know.
Sorry, people.
I don't know.
It makes me mad.
I don't know if that's a white thing because my ex-girlfriends did the same thing. So I don't know.
Well, they must have been Kablasian. It must have been Kablasian. James, I want to switch gears for a second.
Okay.
And I don't mean to be rude, but it's actually paper. Okay. And I want to have this conversation with you because one, I think you'll be honest, and two, I think there's some learning here. You're coming off of a season where strokes gained approach to the green 115th on the tour, and I'm going to ask you about how much you pay attention to this shit. If not, 67% greens in regulation. You ranked 63rd on tour. You had 13 missed cuts last season. Now I'm throwing you all this negativity because a lot of people don't get to hear from a tour player as it relates to what the focus or foci is to change the season. Now we're already into this new season. When you look at your last season's performance, what are the things that you do? Do you look at the data to say, okay, this is where I suck, this is where I have to improve? Because you're also second on the PGA Tour in putts from 20 to 25 feet, which is actually pretty impressive. Like,
it is.
Okay. And you're third in 9 feet putting.
What?
But in seventh in approach from 225 yards.
You guys are just building me up to break me down.
No. Because I think a lot of young folks. I think a lot of young folks want to know how to get better. And with all the data that you have coming in, the question is how do you take all the stuff from last season, the negativity, the peaks, valleys? I know years ago you had the that was a tricep tendon that you tore. So like, how is it? How do you plan for the next year, or what do you do with this?
First of all, I'll start off saying by saying like golf is hard, right? There's so many different parts of the game that you can dissect, right? Like putts from inside 5 feet, just like what you were saying, you know, up and down from 30 yards, approach from 150, driver accuracy. Like there's so many parts of the game that need improvement overall. Like that's just golf, right? And so you can pick a few that you feel like would be the easiest to fix. That's just kind of like picking from the bottom of the tree. Yeah, I mean, just like you're like, oh, you know, don't 3-putt from 30 feet. Okay, like you practice for a couple days and you get better. The
you only had 31 3-putts last year, by the way.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I don't either. Right? It's just that. It's just data. It's just that.
Play a lot of golf, right? And so that's like, you know, you pick the low hanging fruit first, right? And the tougher ones would be like, you know, the parts of your game where that extra 1 or 2% is going to make a big difference, right? And so let's say fairways hit, right? Let's say approach to the green from inside 175, right? To get it from 30 feet to 29 feet over the span of a season, that's hard to do, right? I mean, we're talking about a foot. If I was a foot better from inside 150 yards, right, I probably would go from 150 to 70, 60, right?
Damn.
Just a foot, right? It's a foot, right? And so for me, you know, I try to work on every part of my game. It's at the end of the day, it's golf, and it doesn't matter how it looks. You know, I know personally where I need to make up strokes, right? I didn't do well capitalizing on par fives, number one.
You got to eat those.
And then there is a little bit of luck that has to do with golf. And so like big numbers. I was making big numbers this summer. Big numbers as in like double bogeys out of nowhere, where it's like just bad lie, hit a bad shot, plugged in the rough, plugged in the bunker, and then you just kind of chip it out, 3-putt, and it's just like just a snowball effect. And things that a lot, if not the majority of the PGA Tour players don't make. And that's just kind of a fluke, you know, you just kind of brush it off and say, you know, I'm practicing my butt off, you know,
so
try not to do it next time.
You talk about practicing. You turned pro in 2003. Is there any stat that keeps you up at night still from when you first started in professional golf?
Ooh, that's a good one. Any stat? I would say par 5 scoring. Par 5 scoring.
You better make me go look it up now. Now I gotta understand.
Just look at and here I'll even break it down a little bit more. How about how many bogeys the top? I don't even think there's a stat for it. How many bogeys the top players make on those par 5s? Because I can tell you in my last 5 golf tournaments, I think I was like one day I was like 1 over on the par 5s. One day I had like 2 bogeys on the par 5s, and then tell me how many times John Rahm bogeyed a par 5 this season. Ooh. I don't think you have enough time on the show. Let's just
if I pull up my shot. If I pull up my shot, I will get all that.
We'll use as my login for his shot.
Yeah,
that's the funny.
And so part.
Hold on, Jay. He gonna tell. Hey, there's a lot of lies I let this man get away with, but I would not let him get away with that lie. No way. Well, in that case, you need to give my Netflix code back.
Oh no!
Arrest him. Arrest him.
It's YouTube TV, Will. You gave me the YouTube TV. So,
but like little things like that, right? Like how many bogeys on par 5s? Then you break it down to how many bogeys on par 3s, right? Because the par 3, they are tougher on the PGA Tour, but I mean it's everyone's hitting from the same spot. Like there's no advantage there. Right. And so then you start breaking it down. Okay, these are the things that the top players in the world do. And then these are the things that I'm doing that I need to improve. Like those can take years.
Years, huh?
You know, as much as I live in the data.
I'm glad you said that. Years.
As much as I live in the data, I've never noticed the scrambling from the fringe. There's a scrambling from the fringe stat.
Yeah,
it is.
Like, I'm pretty good at that, I think.
I use it all the time when I'm on broadcasting because that's something to search. I'm like he is 13 for 52 scrambling fringe in this season. Okay, so let me ask you this question. So when we talk about
still in all his practice time. I love it.
I know, yeah. So I'm still in practice time. So when you're grinding, are you still going as hard as you were early in your career? Because we understand energy is finite. You got to figure out how you're going to put your energy throughout the day. Are you still scrambling and grinding as hard as you were at the beginning of your career?
So I'm 42 now.
You look like you're 30.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, I use like some good skin cream.
Cocoa butter? I don't know if you use cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter. No,
he's Korean. He's not black.
I use like kimchi butter, man. Kimchi. Come on, man. I'm Asian. You didn't know that? What?
I thought you was black and East, man.
I thought you was Anthony Kim.
Yeah,
right, go ahead.
I think.
Hey, hold on. Before we get started, do you know where Anthony Kim? Hey, do you know? Can we find Anthony Kim? Do you have
in Dallas playing poker every day?
I don't know, man. He's like Elvis. Like he's alive somewhere. People don't know. He just pops up out of nowhere.
So let me ask you: Could you get to Anthony Kim if you wanted to? Because you're both winners of the Wells Fargo Championship. I would think you could.
Yeah.
Chris Como can connect.
Probably, if you gave me 48 hours, I probably would get some kind of a text, but I don't know, man. He's he's
a ghost. He's
a ghost. I think that's the way he wants to be, though, like Elvis. Bro, imagine this. Okay,
he Frank Lucas.
So yeah, so supposedly there were rumors about Anthony Kim getting a deal from Liv and coming back, and I don't know what the figure was.
That true?
It was millions on top of millions. Like it would have been worth it for him to come back, right?
Hell.
And so I'm talking to Adam Schreiber, so that's his golf swing coach, right? And I'm like, man, is it true? Because it would be pretty cool to have him come back. And you know, he's cool shit, right? He's like, look. He's like, if Anthony Kim never swung a golf club for the rest of his life, he would be a legend. Like the dude's sitting on cloud 9. Like they would just like make up stories about him. Man, I remember when Anthony Kim was here. Man, he hit this shot. Like he's a legend right now, right?
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, and he's hurt, hadn't played competitive golf in over 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So imagine if he comes back to live and he's like shooting mid 70s or even low 70s, right? Just like a normal dude, like you would be like, no, that ain't him.
He comes out and he's James Pyatt.
Yeah, you're right. And it's like, no, man. And you almost feel bad for the guy. You're like, just don't do it, right? Because right now he is a legend, right?
Yeah,
he is. And I don't know how you feel about. Yeah, he's a mythical. Myth. Like Colin Kaepernick, right? Like, can I say his name on the show? But Colin, right? Like
with us, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Colin, right? Like he led the team to the conference championships, right? But like, imagine if he came back and played like, some.
But so you're saying but that's the thing. So you're saying Anthony Kim is going to write a letter to PGA Tour to come back, or write letters to insurance agents?
No, he doesn't. He shouldn't.
Just joking. I'm just joking. Colin damn near begging to get back in the league, which I don't know if I'm like. Hey, how do you feel about that, Doug?
What?
Him writing the letter in the fashion.
I just feel like you can't you can't say what you said and then also say I love you and need you. Like he said that the NFL was like a modern day slave house, and now he's trying to go back to what he then said. It's like if Rory tried to jump to live right now, and he's knocking on Nasser what's name's door, like, "Hey, I'm trying to let me jump over there and get this bread. Look, can I get that 140 million that was rumored to be, Right. I think Colin Kaepernick needs to take the Anthony Kim route. Go sit his ass down, be a legend, go talk to Sean King, be a civil rights activist. Look, regardless of how good he is and how his arm worked, how you play a scenario, you can't go back to some shit that you already burned. He burned every bridge. Like, he told the Owners Association, he told everybody, like.
But it was predicated on some bullshit. So
I get that. I'm not discounting the stimuli. But you got to live.
That word from? You ain't never use that. You ain't never use that in any of your vocabulary ever in your never.
It sounded good though.
It did. It did. That motherfucker be bapping you with bullshit sometimes, Jay. I just gotta like stipulate. What?
Yeah. Okay. College educated right there.
There you go. You say stalactite or whatever.
I didn't go to Cal though, so I didn't have that.
Hey, so all right, but I just say this though. And this is how I think even if he did make to the field, if I was a DB, I would not want to intercept Colin Kaepernick's ball. I wouldn't want to do it.
Why is that?
Because I want him to succeed. I still want him to be. I want him to
be
win.
Like this.
I'm like, damn it, Colin. Why you throw to me, bro? I couldn't accept his ball. But anyway, I don't know.
Well, James, we got to get you up out of here. But before we do, I got two more questions.
This shit went by too quick, man.
It did. This is fun because it's an actual conversation. This is beautiful people.
Anytime.
Where does the PGA go next, and how do they keep everybody happy?
That's a bombshell.
How do they keep you happy then, or are you just happy?
Honestly, though, okay. So since we're talking about Ryder Cup, wouldn't you want to see a PGA Tour versus Live, like head to head?
Can that replace the President's Cup?
Right.
Sorry,
we're gonna go from the Ryder Cup to the President's Cup, and I love Tom Kim. I love, Sung Jae and all those guys, but come on, man, you can't bring the fire like Rory did.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's just different. Like, have we lost the President's Cup ever? Ever?
It's right.
I don't know. When's the last time? I think it was like 30 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah, the President's Cup is.
Okay, so but where do we go from here? I think we start healing. Start the healing process, right?
Are you serious?
You don't like that?
No, I'm asking. Are you serious right now?
Yeah, I'm serious, man. I think what okay. I heard this. Oh, gosh, I forgot who I heard it from. Might have been like one of the guys. Anyways, you have two different types of racing, right? You got NASCAR and you got Indy, right? Mm-hmm. Like F1, F2. I don't want F1. Okay.
Formula
1, right? So you got NASCAR where they go in circles, and you got Formula 1 where they go into the cities and they're right. But you ask each person,
which one is faster? Which one is faster? That or hold on, man. No. Which one is faster? The or Pure?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Because you just had me. That's a serious question. Yeah,
right. And so, like, if you ask each person, each driver, what they do for a living, they'll tell you, "I drive a race car for a living." Right? I play golf for a living. Mm-hmm. But NASCAR doesn't put out propaganda and say, don't watch F1, just watch NASCAR, right? And so it's like, it's a different type of golf. Like, if you like team golf, Ryder Cup, if you like the Ryder Cup, if you like and you like team golf, guess what? Live might be a solution for you. If you only like 3-day golf tournaments, yes, Live Golf is a solution for you, right? Shotgun stars. I mean, there's a lot of positives to.
It's not gonna exist.
No, but let me tell you what Jay is saying. Hold on, what Jay is saying is very. What Jay is saying is very strategic to golf, because right there, if you got another golf tour acting like another golf tour, that's zero sum competition. But this is meeting the needs of the audience.
Yes.
Somebody
that's positive sum competition right there.
Right.
That's like
and there's something to be said, right? And I'm gonna age myself, right? So I'm 42, but like back in the days, you had like NWA come out, right? What'd they say? Like F police, right? So you got Easy, right? Ice Cube, Dre, like all these guys, and like their music caught on, and you guys are probably better historians than I'm just.
Sorry, you are accurate. You're accurate right now.
We watch
right?
you
but like people like Live because they're rebels, because they're like, man, it's different, and F the PGA Tour, right?
So let me ask.
I love the PGA Tour.
I'm not. Yeah, you better clip. You better cover that soundbite.
So this sparks the question real quick. Hold on. This sparks the question. Doug, were you WWF or WCW?
Ooh, I was WWF, cuz.
Yes.
James, WWF, WCW.
WWF.
We're gonna take the other one because he gonna just to be. You wasn't WWF.
I was WCW. I had Sting. I was always a Sting fan, so that's my guy.
Yeah.
So I get
Undertaker. Right? And so
Undertaker was WWF, yes.
Hulk Hogan. All I gotta say. Before the split, it's just where it was laid, where the tracks.
Hulk Hogan was Phil Mickelson for sure.
Hulk Hogan was okay. But you see what I'm saying, like but you see like people who kind of want to go against the establishment, which is the PGA Tour, Live is perfect for them. They feel different wearing a Smash shirt or a Four Aces hat, right? It's like, you're one of us, right? It's like, it's growing again.
But do you watch it?
Do I watch it?
Do you watch it
before? But honestly,
it's a lot of shit going on the screen.
Golf. I don't watch.
That's fair because you play it.
I mean, because number one, because I play it, yes, and guys that I watch, I'm competing against. But how many people are going to tune into the Sandersons this week? Just coming off of the Ryder Cup. Doug, put your hand down.
I did the broadcast last year, so
okay. I give a that you did a broadcast.
I'm saying I watch more golf than anyone.
I did the fight.
Hey, tell me, name one guy you're excited to see for the Sanderson Farms this week. I'm not playing, so you can't pick my name. Don't even look down.
Yeah. I don't have anything. Look, this is what I got in front of me.
You're trying to find the name.
If he says Doug Barron, I'll leave it.
I want to see Chess and Hadley play. There we go.
There you go. Okay, I think he's playing. Look, there you go.
No, good point. Fair point. Point received.
So would you rather? Okay, so now if Liv had a golf tournament this week, would you rather watch a final round with DJ, Bryson, and Brooks, or Chessa Hadley, Ted Potter Jr. and I love these guys, and Peter Malnati?
You gotta go like.
I can't hear you, Doug. What'd you say? Did you say something?
I haven't responded. Fair point, all things considered. I feel like we're going to need a part 2 to this, James. We got to let you out of here right now, but we got to do it in the only way that we know how. We call it Rap Foursome right here on Beyond the Fairway podcast, Golf Channel, NBC Sports. James Hahn, you are going to go play golf with 4 rappers. You're playing a 5-ball. Dead or alive, don't have to play golf. They don't have to play golf, but they got to be rappers. James, who are you pulling up to the course with?
Tupac for sure, because I want to know who killed him. Be like, yo, Tupac, what happened?
Just find out who killed him.
No, like really. I thought it was Suge Knight.
You don't think it's really?
My whole time, I thought it.
You thought Suge had something to do with it?
Did I really just say that? And I'm gonna get shot. Hold on. Somebody just knocked on my door.
You're still in golf, man. You good. You're still safe.
You still
and Suge is locked the hell up too, but he still got shooters.
Yeah.
All right, Suge. That's one.
No, Suge. I don't want you. I am not trying to grow the game to have Suge play golf with me. No. All in the videos. Go ahead.
So I got Tupac, number 1. J. Cole, because I feel like I can just listen to that man talk all day long. Yeah. He could just order something at McDonald's and be like, yeah, that sounded hot. Put that on a track. Right? That's 2.
I hate none of that.
Biggie, right? So the reason I say Biggie's because if Tupac's there, it'd be like, yo, guys, come on, we're playing golf. Let's unite, right?
You just trying to get a feature. Music. That's what it is.
Man, I'm trying to get him on the soundtrack. Be like, what?
You trying to get a feature. All right, we're going to put James on the next one.
All right, number 4. Gosh, man, number 4.
Last one. Last one.
Does it have to be a rapper? I'm gonna step out of the box. I'm gonna say Bernie Mac.
A comedian.
That's my dog. Yeah.
Okay. So you have Bernie Mac.
But if it has to be,
you have Jermaine Cole.
How crazy is that?
Jermaine Cole, Chris Wallace, and
Tupac Shakur.
Tupac. All right, but if I'll stick by the rules. Okay. If I had to pick a rapper, I would pick. I'm a big fan of Ludacris, man. I like Luda.
Stand up.
Talks.
Yeah. He was the man in 2003 when you turned pro.
He was, man.
And until you realize he was like 4'11", and then it's like, bro, Ludacris like he's like 5'4", real talk.
That's Ludacris.
That's Luda.
That's Ludacris.
But that's my
that's great. I didn't know that.
James, I can't thank you enough for coming in here.
This is fun as hell.
But I need to say one thing, because when I saw you at the First Tee event the other night, you walked up to me and the first thing you said was, I'm going to need a job. I'm going to need your job. And I was like, whoa. Broadcast, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're like, hey, man, the way shit's going right now, I might have to jump in the booth. Number one, let me say this respectfully. I hate you for that, because you come into golf with the face you have, how articulate you are, which is not a slur or diss like it is for black people when they say that. But you would take my job, and I'm confident of it now. So keep playing golf. Do not come to the booth, because I like what I do. And yeah, that's all I got for you.
They hit me. They hit me at the booth like, "Will we're gonna let you know." So I don't know what that means.
Man, I tell you what, I can hang out with James Hahn all day, dog. That's my dude, bro. Like,
yeah, he's solid.
Yeah, he got you excited.
Yeah, I've been stinking over here.
Well, at least you're by yourself in that little ass room you got over there. And I'm in a closet, so that's just the reality of the situation. But James Hahn going beyond the fairway, and well, this is a season finale, and I'd be remiss if I didn't say, where the hell is Henny's ass at? Like,
yeah, wasn't she supposed to be on the final episode with us?
Yeah, she was, but it was the Ryder Cup and a bunch of other. Anyway, Henny, we love you. Thank you so much for coming on this ride with us. When you stopped by and had a chance this season, we
paid us a visit.
She might still be on vacation though, or just started a new one.
Holiday.
It is a holiday. Yo, Will, this was honestly, I know this season we gave probably the best interviews, some of our best work this year, and for the people that's been with us since day one to now, we appreciate y'all rocking with us, and we hope you see us growing as professionals. We kind of got in this whole shit on accident, and one thing led to another, so now this is kind of our space. So Will, I love you, man. I appreciate you bringing me on this ride. And NBC, what we gonna do? Because
I feel like, let me tell you, I feel like we are growing so much with this podcast, this project. But I feel like the leaders at NBC, our white colleagues, don't really see the value in which we can provide when it comes to visible equity and at the intersection of culture and golf. I don't feel like they see that. And that's why every season around this time, we don't know if we're coming back.
It's very true. If y'all only knew the real. So as of now, this might be a Beyond the Fairway sign-off, or it could be a season 3, getting ready for season 4, Beyond the Fairway intermission. So you'll know when we know if we coming back. But regardless, this has been one of the better projects. Are you flossing on the damn? I don't even know why I'm surprised at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know
why you're surprised either.
I don't know why I'm surprised. Didn't you go to Q school? Oh. What happened to Q school? We built it up, and if I'm not mistaken, you stopped by. You stopped by, said hello. And
I I shot even the first day. Second day, I was like, I was getting a little greedy. I'm like, I gotta go get it now. Cause I even felt good. I know what I was doing out there. First tournament in 2 years. I feel like going to Q school. So a bit of background. I haven't played in a competitive tournament in probably a year and a half, 2 years. I was playing
Cap.
Well, is it a cap or I just didn't? I'm missing something.
APGA in Palm Springs in March.
Okay. All right. That was because I was getting a reward. Okay. Before that was what? Year before that in Arizona.
Fair.
All right. So I played 2 tournaments in 2 years. And I was playing good throughout the summer. And just so happened to be Q school registration. It was reaching its deadline. And I was like, man, why the hell not? And the minute I started caring about Q school, the game just went belly up. So I didn't know where anything was going in my swing. I didn't know where the ball was going. And I went out there and played on defense the whole time, my first round at Q school. I played defense, middle of the green, fat part of fairway, fat part of the green. That's all I did. And I shot even. And I was like, all right. And I think I was maybe just inside the cut. I don't know.
Middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack.
There's no cut.
Well, there is a cut, actually.
At the end, there's a cut. Not like a fair.
Thank you. It's only 3 rounds, bro. Yeah, always trying to correct somebody. But anyway, so second round, try to get a little aggressive. Didn't pan out. I think I shot like 4 or 5 over. And then third round, my back was hurting, so I ain't go play.
Look, how you do it? Will Lowery.
Yeah, I WD'd that joint. Back still hurting. And I was out of shape, Doug. Like my feet were hurting. Everything was sore that first round.
Did you carry your bag? Did you carry your bag?
I carried my bag too, because I didn't want to bring no caddy out there to go. I didn't know what that caddy was gonna be facing. Me hitting the ball left, right, all over the place. I'm trying to spare his feelings and his emotions.
No, I think you're trying to spare your emotions.
Yeah, that too, because I didn't want to blink on the caddy. So next thing you know, I shot even, which I was really shocked. I didn't think I had even in me. But I couldn't mentally keep it together the second day.
Well, let's sign off like this. Will Lowery.
Yes.
Who your Rap Foursome?
My Rap Foursome. I'm glad you asked, Doug. My Rap Foursome would be J. Cole, Sean Carter,
Hove, Jay-Z for those that don't know. It's not that easy of a question. It's really not. I know we always put it on people like.
I want to pick Most Def, Brian. I want Most Def in there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I appreciate that.
And I'll probably have to say, fine would be Nas.
Nasir.
Nasir.
Not Nazi Muhammad.
No, Nasir Jones.
Is that his last name for real?
Yeah. Oh yeah. All that Africanism, and then he come white. Nasir Jones. Egyptian Africanism, and then Smith. Go ahead, Doug. Who's yours?
Jay-Z, numero uno.
Okay.
And then this is where it gets awkward, because I'm a big fan of AZ. A lot of people don't know that about me. Big AZ fan. I throw in there Royce the 5'9" as well.
Royce the 5'9", great lyricist.
I like Royce, and I'll probably put. I don't know if he counts as a rapper.
Will Smith.
I was gonna say DJ Khaled.
Nah, he don't count.
He's like, it's a vague. All right, then does Diddy count? Does Diddy count as a rapper?
I mean, he has a lot of failed rap albums. Yeah, he counts.
Because I don't want to play with like rappers. I want to play with like rappers that like are transitioning into grander things too, like Jay-Z, Diddy. Then I got my consciousness with Royce, and then you bring in AZ for. I don't know if you know AZ raps. Then just lyricist. It's like Rakim. I don't know if that's a very kind thing to say about AZ. But go listen to some AZ today. You'll be like, okay, I get it. But look, everybody, we want to know y'all Rap Foursome. Hit us up Instagram. Let us know what you're thinking, man. And Beyond the Fairway Season 3. This is a wrap. Will Like I said, man, I said it twice this episode. I love you. I thank you for bringing me on this ride. And you never know where we'll pop up. So we might pop up, I don't know. Beyond the Fairway to go. Season 4, question mark.
Either way, I'm going to be flossing.
This dude is really flossing. And not flossing with, like, string. He got the little C-cup thing. I don't know what they're called. Like, this floss stick.
I'm saying, cuz.
Could you look any more ethnic right now?
Hey, you know what? That's how we going out. That's how we going out.
I tell you what, love you, love y'all. Yo, this is all I got left for this season of Beyond the Fairway. I'm going to go get in the fairway. How about that? Look some beyond. I'm going to go get in. Anyway.
All right.
Will Lowery, holla at you, boy.